So, living in this tiny little metris is super rad. It's fuel efficient, it's really comfortable, it drives great, and it's stealth as hell, so we can stay pretty much anywhere we want to. And it'd be really nice to stand up, but the biggest limitation is that if one of us wants to sleep and the other one wants to do stuff, you gotta go and sit up in the front seat.
Yep, so here's the workspace. Look at you guys all getting along. Petey stole my chair. So slimy, dude. It's fucking gross. Yeah. So Colette and I are, we're still sort of anchored in Southern California. And from a van life perspective, the bummer about that is that we're not traveling as much. We're not doing the whole month in Yellowstone or whatever right now. But one of the upsides of it is that we've got like a huge support system. We're in Oceanside right now at her mom's house. We had dinner here last night and stayed in her driveway in the van. And now we're sitting here doing a little bit of work. So that's really cool. You know, we're able to get mail here and at my sister's house. What the fuck are you doing, dude?
I'm putting aloe vera on my body.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I burnt it. I burnt everything.
Colette's mom lives in this subdivision with a pool and all private streets, and we don't have space for bikes in the tiny little van either. So it was a good opportunity for us to borrow some bikes from her and ride around the neighborhood with the dog off leash. Then we hit the road to head to La Jolla to have dinner with our friend Gina and see a show at the Jolla Playhouse. What's that daily ritual, bud?
The BC dance.
Oh yeah?
No babies for us.
You say you're trying to get your style.
Anybody help? Look at this shit. How did he get in there? How?
Are you okay, bud? I'm gonna take a boomerang of him. The fuck, dude? Where is he? Model for me.
Cheers. Here's to Mike Hess making a double IPA that comes in a can. That's the same color as my shirt.
Best can ever.
Beer nerds. And one of the reasons that you're not supposed to drink a beer out of a can or a bottle is because the aroma is a big portion of your sense of taste. And there are a couple of companies. There's one in Texas, and then Mike Hess in San Diego that makes these ones where the whole lid pops off.
So you don't have to feel guilty about drinking from the can.
Yeah. Also, theater people. These guys. What show did you just take me to, bud?
We just saw The Luckiest at the La Jolla Playhouse. Melissa Ross is the playwright.
Colette has on a wonderful outfit in which she looks positively stunning. Sultry. She's got a yellow top and a black floral skirt with a slit in it.
I don't like skirts, but if they have a slit.
A slit, it makes it worth it. And she looks
fun.
fantastic. And then at the end of the show, they're gone, but you had wet dots all over. It was a good show, huh?
They got you at the end, too.
Yeah, tell us about it without giving anything away.
It's about a woman who is given a diagnosis that's going to change the course of her life, and she gets to choose what she wants to do with it. 3 people, 3 phenomenal actors. Yeah, they were all fantastic.
Oh, I felt like the writing was fantastic.
The writing was fantastic.
And the execution was just as good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in a proscenium, but the stage was only 6 feet deep.
Or 10, but very shallow. And super wide.
Which kept them really close to us, but gave them a wide playing space, which was super interesting. This theater is really cool. We saw it at the theater that I graduated college from. You can change the seating arrangement to fit whatever show they want to do. They can have a couple rows, they can have rows on all the sides, they can do one side, whatever side you want, whatever angle you want. It's pretty cool.
It's a black box. It's a big black box, basically.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting the way that they had it set up. That's sort of if you're going to have a proscenium, that's my favorite way to play on a stage, is right up in the
Yeah,
audience's
it was
face.
intimate proscenium.
Yeah.
Because too often with the proscenium, it's not. You're too far away that you lose any intimacy with the audience, with the actors. I believe is the first production of this play. How did you feel about it?
I thought it was gut-wrenching, man. Mm-hmm. I feel like I think about mortality and, you know, making short-term decisions versus long-term goals. I feel like I think about that like almost too much. You know, that's a bunch of what this current life experiment is about, you know, the whole van thing. It's like, just do it right now as much as you can. And it really tore me up, and it was beautiful, and it was a wonderful story about a really tight friendship too, you know?
Yeah,
One that,
really beautiful friendship.
like a really honest one where the people didn't have hang-ups and...
Didn't feel like anyone was taking advantage of anybody.
Yeah.
It was like just a very loving, truthful relationship. And it's so sweet because in the beginning they say they've never been in love with anybody. And then they'd find that in a different way, which is really sweet.